What do the legendary Olympian gods say about Earth's moon and the moon people? This is from ancient Greek legends. And you'll see that most of these images here are from NASA. They found various moon artifacts that look like ruins. They look too constructed to be geological formations. So who do the ancient Greek gods of Olympus say the moon people are? What do they have to say about the moon? According to Professor Gerasimus Kalogerakis, much has been said and written about the moon, whether or not it's an artificial spacecraft, to whom it probably belongs, who controls it, who inhabits it, and things like that. And what about the moon people, or the entities that live on the moon? According to earlier messages of the gods of Olympus, the moon comes from Bootis. We remember that we had an extraterrestrial message saying that they come from the constellation Bootis E, that was sent to, they said, our solar system at a time of the great collision between Jupiter and Saturn. They carried very advanced technology to reinforce the apostates. Kindly support my Patreon account since YouTube has again demonetized my YouTube channel. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below. So according to the ancient gods of Olympus, these beings carried very advanced technology to reinforce the apostates, but was captured by the forces of the 7th mission, some kind of a space mission obviously with extraterrestrials, and was forced to orbit around Earth to orbit around Earth Gaia, that's our Earth, our planet, in the year 26,174 BC, so over 28,000 years ago. The priests of the moon, so there's supposed to be priests on the moon, the priests of our moon, because they considered themselves gods and could not bear the restrictions, left it and arrived to Gaia in a spacecraft. So they didn't like the moon, so they came and colonized and lived on our Earth, Gaia, so that they would not be noticed by the forces of the 7th mission, and so that they would not be found. And they lived in caves. Oh, so they were underground dwellers. Maybe that gives us an explanation of all these various underground tunnels that connect various continents. We have ancient underground tunnels all the way from Scotland, all the way into Europe, into Greece, all the way down into Israel and Egypt. How did that happen, and who made those tunnels? Anyway, going back to this, they collected the rescued remnants of the apostates and managed to reconstruct themselves through intrigue and precaution. They taught the present materialistic way of life to the people and brought spiritual darkness. Well, that's not good, is it? They were known as the Moon Men and were short in stature with a yellowish tinge and ethereal texture, like realized shadows. Okay, so that's what he has to say. They were known as the Moon Men. They were short with a yellowish tinge, ethereal texture, whatever that means, and realized shadows. Something more than, I guess, something in between this world and the next, meaning perhaps it didn't look too materialistic. Anyway, that's what I've found for you, translated from a Greek article. And this is according to a text, an ancient text found by this professor, as to what the Olympian gods had to say about the moon. Again, they're referring to extraterrestrials and the moon being brought here as the pro-Selenites of Arcadia used to say. And it's just about that same time frame, about 28,000 years ago. Very strange that all these dates coincide. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support.